Welcome back. We are in video number 3, and today what are we talking about in this video?
So we're going to talk about the most powerful law in the universe to have, be, and create anything you desire, and then what shows up, resistance, when you use the law, and then how to overcome resistance.
Okay, the most powerful law in the universe. I want to hear this.
So here it goes. When you ask, it is given. Allow. When you ask, it is given to you, and then for it to manifest in the physical reality, your business, your goals, your finances, you must allow it in.
You must allow it.
Now, the challenge for most humans, most all of us, when we start to grow our businesses, is the third step, the allow. Step 1, ask. I want to have a successful real estate business. I want to have a healthy body. I want to have a beautiful body. Yeah. And then as soon as you ask, by the call compels the answer.
Right.
Like, you get the answer, but you don't get it physically yet. Right. You get it vibrationally.
It hasn't entered into this quantum field or in the realm of what we see.
And then the third step is to allow. And this is a law. This is a mutable law. But the problem with this law is that, oh, come on, Arttemis. You mean I just ask for $1 million and it is given? Yes, and you still have to allow it in.
You have to allow it.
You still have to do the work. Yeah. You still have to come into alignment with that which you desire, because the laws of creation are immutable, but if you don't comprehend it and practice it, you're going to doubt in it.
Absolutely.
And that's the challenge with these laws, because when I was given these laws like 7-8 years ago by my teacher, and I was struggling, man. I was $80,000 in debt. I couldn't pay my bills every month. My wife was looking at me like, you weak man. Like, what are you doing? You're not providing for me. And thank God we didn't have a family yet.
Yeah, and you know, I laugh, but there's so many men out there that are going through that, and women, single moms. I have a lot of single moms that are my coaching students.
Yeah. So when I was learning these laws, I humbled myself. And okay, my teacher's telling me this. I'm going to put them into action. I'm going to start asking more powerfully. Visualization, affirmation, imagination. Those are very powerful calls. And then I'm going to start doing what he told me to do, which is writing down. I started doing books and audios every day. I started basically taking action.
Yes.
And moving into greater states of allowing. Oh man, I'm getting chills all over as I talk about this. And what's so cool is that within 3 years we were debt free. I was making 6 figures. And I had a life of purpose and happiness and fulfillment. It's almost like that flow state we're talking about. It took me like 2 or 3 years to kind of get out of my funk. But I kept comprehending the laws. I kept contemplating and then comprehending. So like the first thing is to know the law, but knowing doesn't mean you become it. No. Knowing, and then you contemplate, apply, comprehend, and then the next time the shit hits the fan, you know, if you say you lose a deal.
Right.
Like $1 million home just falls like completely falls flat, and you lost like a $30,000 commission. You know the law. I'm going to ask, and it is given.
Yes.
So you're going to use the law to get out of fear into faith very quickly.
Yeah.
And then what do we do when resistance shows up?
What do we do when
fear and doubt? Like, what do we do with those?
Well, you know, and here, before we talk about that, let me share.
Yeah.
You just talked about, you touched on the fear and doubt.
Yeah.
You know, have you ever typed something in a computer and then delete it? Just grab it and delete it. You know, fear and doubt, that's exactly what fear and doubt do, is they delete whatever you've asked for and whatever you are believing for. When you start to fear and doubt, you know, Scripture says, for the man that doubts, let him not to think that he shall receive anything.
Anything. Yeah, doubt kills everything.
Yeah. He says, let him not be deceived into thinking that he'll receive anything from the Lord, because he is a double-minded man, unstable in all his ways.
Yeah.
That's what Scripture says. And so when you start to fear and you start to doubt, and that's why it's so important to believe. And believe in Scripture, the word is pisteo. It's a Greek word, which means to fully trust in.
Yeah.
To fully rely in.
Which you can always trust in the laws.
Always.
Yeah, but the laws are immutable.
You have to just like when we were on the ocean and we got a little sunburn yesterday, you know, but we were just fully allowing the waves to carry us. Yeah. You know? And so this is what when you get into this and you have to the doubt and the fear is what will kill it every time, and that's when you're not allowing. Yeah. The doubt and the fear are what prevents us from allowing.
Yeah. So the first thing to do when fear or doubt show up is to become aware of it. Where do I feel it in my body?
Yeah.
You know,
Where in the body do I feel it?
Yeah.
And where do most people feel it?
in the solar plexus and the heart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know I usually feel it anywhere from the gut here, and then as I move up to the heart, it's more fear.
Fear, yeah.
And this is going to be more
Doubt.
self-esteem, doubt,
Yeah.
worry, things
Yeah.
like that. You know.
So once you identify the emotion, the emotional resistance, just use this affirmation right now. I can feel my feelings. I can love what I feel.
I can feel my feelings. I can love what I feel.
Yeah. Because remember, if you touch and run, the pattern keeps staying and acting in your business.
Yeah.
There's a law in the subconscious that whatever we suppress, subdue into the subconscious, expresses out as a symptom, either in the body or our business. And so this is some quantum 10x
that's
stuff.
quantum stuff.
Yeah, this
Yeah,
is
that's
quantum
quantum.
stuff.
That's quantum.
So being able to ask for something, knowing that it's given, but then and knowing that you might have resistance, which is not allowing.
Yeah.
Your job is to touch the resistance. I can feel my feelings. I can love what I feel, until the sensation is completely healed from your body. Yeah.
And it's safe to let it go.
And it's safe to let it go.
I can let this go. It's
Yeah.
safe to let it go. You know,
And then as soon as you get clear in your body, let's complete the process. You go back to video number 1, visualization, affirmation, imagination, because as you expand your visualization, as you keep healing these fears and doubts, you keep replacing, reversing, revising,
yeah.
because reverse means to re-speak, reverse, revise means to re-see.
What now?
Re-see, revision,
Oh,
revise.
To revise.
Yeah. And to renounce means to rename it.
Rename.
Yes.
I love that.
So my teacher Bob taught me that through conscious language. Is like, as you're touching the fear and you're loving the fear and it's leaving your emotional body, it's transmuting into what? Renounce it. I have faith in myself. I have faith in me. God believes in me. I believe in me. I know who I am. I am healthy. I am wealthy. I am wise. And just by the power of touching, feeling, and reversing, you can take that whole new pattern and then you can go get that next deal. Or you can go close that next deal, because you're now in a place of just deep faith,
Yes.
understanding, and trust.
Yeah. You know, in the real realm, the spiritual realm, we already are what we are attempting to be. You know?
Yeah.
It's the is.
I already am what I
already
desire.
am.
What I
And
desire
so-
to be.
So when God sees me, He sees what I am.
Yeah.
I may look in the mirror and not see that. You know, you may look in the mirror and not see what you
Yeah.
are. So the reality is, if you say you want to be a millionaire, for example, and that's just a term that we use in this realm.
Yeah.
You want to be a millionaire. Well, the truth is, you already are a millionaire. And
Yeah.
you have to start. You have to start to feel as a millionaire. You have
Yeah.
to start. You start to be what you already are.
What
And
am-
some people they say, well, Knolly, is it fake it till you make it? No, it's not fake it till you make
It's
it.
feel it.
Yeah, you got to feel it
Yeah.
until it manifests itself into this realm,
Yeah.
because it already exists. It's not in this realm yet, but when you speak the word out, it is already taken shape
Yeah.
and taken form.
Because when you ask, it is given.
It is
Allow.
given.
Yeah.
It is given. See,
And just know that resistance is your teacher. Flow is your friend.
resistance is your teacher. Yeah.
Flow is your friend. So if you have a lot of fear and doubt, if you've had a lot of failures, that's all there to teach you what you don't want.
Yeah.
Allowing is your path to getting all that you desire. And these are subtle shifts in the subconscious mind, in your feeling world. That's why you have to be wise as a serpent and loving as a dove.
That's right.
You need to be so wise with your own emotional being that you can be clearing out this resistance every day until you get into that state of perpetual flow. And if you're in financial pressure right now and you're not making enough money to pay your bills, you got to get out of financial pressure.
You have to.
Yeah, you got to get the cash flow up. You need to live below your means.
Yeah.
Live below your means, get out of financial pressure, create a business, create leveraged income, create lead generation, create that lead generation that's more consistent, more reliable. And Knolly will teach you a lot of that in Quantum 10X.
Quantum 10X. And that's why, even though we love to teach the things that are ethereal, if you will, a lot of times the students say, well, I want the real stuff, because here's the thing, and this is the real stuff.
Because 80% is mindset.
80% is mindset.
Yeah.
And sometimes it could be 90%.
Or 99%.
Yeah, and a lot of times it is more than that. It's hard for a lot of people to believe that. That's why we usually say
80%. I know,
But,
yeah.
but really 99%.
It's really 99% mindset, yeah.
And the thing is, the reason I created Quantum 10X, I said, if I had kids, which I don't, but if I had kids, And I had 1 year, because Quantum 10X is a 1-year program.
Yes.
Everyone should have a coach. You should have a coach.
Absolutely.
I've got a coach. Arttemis has a coach. We have many coaches.
Yeah, I mean, Knolly's my business coach. I'm his health coach. We coach each other.
We coach each other, and we have multiple coaches.
I do. I think I have 3 coaches right now.
I have 4 now. So you need a coach. I mean, that's not even something that requires.
It's not optional for success.
It's not optional.
Because you need a mentor who's been down the path, who's going to show you the shortcuts so that you don't have to hustle for it.
Absolutely. So you need a coach. That's obvious. The only question is, who are you going to hire as your coach?
Who do you listen to?
Who do you listen to? Yeah. And the reason I came up with Quantum 10X as a really a 1-year curriculum, 1-year program, is that you hire me as your coach for 1 year, and what am I going to teach you? I'm going to teach you the things that are going to be to take you to success for the rest of your life.
Yes.
Not just in real estate success. I mean, people say, well, I want to do 100 deals a year, 200, 300 deals a year. That's easy.
Yeah.
I can teach you that stuff in a few weeks.
Totally.
That's easy. But how are you going to, save your marriage? How are you going to raise your kids? How are you going to continue to live in this body?
How are you going to heal and steward the body and really thrive your health and your wealth and your happiness?
How are you going to get your mindset from the grind to working 1 or 2 hours, 2-3 hours a day, and making 5, 10, 20 times what you're making now, working 16 hours a day? Because I've been on both sides.
I'm so excited about Quantum 10X. Like, this program is going to be revolutionary, and it's going to be a way to give people the right things in the right order.
Absolutely.
Because the reason people don't succeed is maybe they're not teachable enough, or maybe they're doing the right things in the wrong order. And Knolly, after a decade or more, really 2 decades of being in business, you've learned almost 3. Yeah, you've learned the right things in the right order, and you've shaped it into a fully multidimensional program that's step by step, right things in the right order.
Absolutely. And what I was saying about the children is, like, if I had kids and I had 1 year to teach them, and really I do have kids. Sometimes they don't like to hear it, but every single person on my list, it's in what I call my congregation.
It's your family.
That's my family, man. Those I actually call them my children, or at least, I'm their Uncle Knolly.
Totally, yeah.
And it's like, if I had 1 year to teach them everything, or if I was to leave something behind, a legacy for them.
This is
and I had 1 year to teach them everything that it would take to be successful. It's Quantum 10X, and that's why I came up with the program. So if a person has a coach right now, that's okay. You can put your coach on hold for a year while you learn Quantum 10X, right?
Absolutely.
And then you go back to whatever coach you want. It's not, and because a lot of coaching is just, I'm going to hire this coach and I'm going to have him forever. No, that's just not what this is.
Yes.
This is something different.
This is a system. This is a recipe. This is to help you go where you need to go.
Yeah.
And quantum shift of your reality means working from hard to having ease, from hustle to flow, from having the support, the system, the accountability. So every day you're making quantum shifts. Every month you're making quantum shifts. Literally, in the quantum field, all creation exists in all time and place, outside of time and space.
Completely.
So whatever you are, if you're in debt or if you're in 6 figures, you want to get to 7 figures, a quantum shift will get you there faster than.
Yeah. When you work just in this realm, you're like, okay, your coach is like, okay, you're going to make 30 calls. You're going to do this. You're going to do 20 of this, and you're going to mail 15 letters.
It's a grind.
When we move to the quantum field, everything just opens up.
Yeah.
You could literally have one deal that makes you $1 million. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or you can be asked to be on a TV show, then all of a sudden you got so many clients. You don't. Now you want to sign up just to learn.
Now you need Quantum 10X leverage mastery.
Leverage mastery.
You need to master leverage when you get all those deals to show up.
We teach the 3 core things that we teach. Number 1, mindset. How to quantum connect your mind.
Yeah.
Number 2, leverage. Where are these deals going to come from, and how do we get them?
Yeah.
How do we get them to flow to us easily? And number 3 is leverage.
Now that I've got mindset, leads, and leverage.
Mindset, leads, and leverage.
Yeah.
Once I've got all the leads that I want, and if you're getting 100 leads a day, you need help.
Yeah. It's like you go from mindset and you go to leads, and you get all these leads, and like, oh shit, Knolly, what do I do with all these leads? Okay, well, let me teach you the system.
Absolutely.
Let me teach you how to leverage these leads.
Absolutely. Leverage is key. I ask my students, I say, what would you? Oh, I want more listings. Okay, well, let me ask you this: what would you do if you got 21 listings in 1 week? And some are like, oh, I'd be overjoyed. But the ones that really think about it says, oh shit.
Oh shit. I would be like overwhelmed.
Overwhelmed.
Yeah.
But the thing is, when you have the right leverage in place, and the reason I ask that is because we got 21 listings in 1 week. And what do we do differently? Nothing, because we had the leverage in place that it's just like Hershey's candy bars, right? Which we don't eat, but just like that, the factory can handle putting out 100,000 just as easy as a million.
Yeah.
Why? Because they have a leverage, they have a system. You know, leverage is people, systems, and tools, and they have those things in place that no matter how big the order is, you can handle it in your business.
Yeah. And so I'm going to be one of the teachers in Quantum 10X too, and I'm going to be sharing how to create vibrant, vital health in your body that brings a healthy mind, and a healthy mind from a healthy body and a healthy mind creates a healthy business, vision, family, purpose, and future.
Absolutely.
And
we've got a beautiful, I should have mentioned that, we have a beautiful battery of teachers.
Yeah.
You know?
You have master coaches.
Master coaches. So it's not just all about what do I know and what can I learn. You know, I've sought people out that are smarter than me in the areas that they're smarter than me in. You know?
Yeah.
And you're a lot smarter than me in mindset and in health.
Yeah, yeah. And I've just, you know, you and I have tens of thousands of hours of study. You know?
Exactly. Yeah.
And so mastery is 10,000 hours in one thing. And to be a student of many things and a master of no thing is a very dangerous thing in today's world. And so you have to be careful who you listen to. I have 18 years and 45,000 hours of training in health. Yeah. You know, and how many thousands of hours have you trained in real estate and business mastery?
Yeah, in just in one area of real estate, I had trained like 18,000 hours.
Yeah. So you're looking at a true master, and so this is why you want to listen to Knolly in real estate. This is why you would listen to me in health, is because of the tens of thousands of hours.
Yeah.
I mean, 18,000 hours plus another.
That's just in one segment.
Yeah.
So it's altogether over 40,000 hours.
Yeah, and then the times you were with Gary Keller and Keller Williams, that's another 10,000 hours.
Oh yeah. And that's quantum. That's quantum time.
Yeah.
You know, when you spend time with a teacher like Arttemis, that's quantum time. It's you know, you can spend 100 hours with some people or 1 hour with Arttemis, and you got a quantum. It's a
quantum shift.
It's a quantum shift.
Yeah.
Yeah, no doubt about it.
And these are the shifts that are so much a blessing when we're really stuck, or when we know there's something more available, but we just don't have the mindset or the tool or the technique. And 80% is mindset, 20% strategy. So in Quantum 10X, you're getting both in a perfect balanced order.
A lot of people talk about epiphany. They had an epiphany.
Yeah.
And I just call it a quantum shift, because that really is what it is. There's something changed, a dynamic in them changed, and everything just opened up for them.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Everything just opened up.
Yeah.
So we want you in Quantum 10X.
Yeah.
No doubt about it.
Come achieve more, have more, and get the right things in the right order for you to succeed.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So that's video number 3 in our 3-part series.
Yeah.
We did this, you know, this is something that God has put on our heart. We're inspired.
Yeah. Not
just to get you into Quantum 10X, which you should be in, but to really help them to grow.
Yeah.
It's really just to touch the tip of the iceberg is what we've touched on these.
So video number 1 was all about the 3 keys of the kingdom: visualization, affirmation, imagination. If you missed the video, go back and watch it.
Yes.
Video number 2 was about the hustle.
Yeah.
And
how to overcome the hustle.
How to overcome the hustle. What is the hustle? How to overcome it. And the video number 3 is all about the most powerful law in creation. When you ask, step 1, it is given. Step 2, and the step 3 is allow.
Yeah. And
notice how there's just common threads through all these videos.
Absolutely.
And this is just a drop in the bucket of the transformation that you can receive in Quantum 10X.
Absolutely. So we'll see you on the inside of Q10X, baby.